Hello friends, in today's video, we'll learn one of the most important Python data structure, dictionary. When we want to store data with labels like name and age or a product with quantity, dictionary are used. This video is fully practical oriented, not just a theory over here. Let's right now understand what is a dictionary in Python exactly. A dictionary stores data in key values pair. Key act like some label over here and values store the actual data. An important point that you have to make a note of it while trying to learn the dictionary as a data type in Python. Dictionary are mutable in nature, which means we can modify the values or the things according to the point of scenario if you want to modify it. So this is just an overview I have explained over here. In the later stage, I will explain the practical approaches along with the examples too. Let's right now talk about dictionary via an practical example too. So see, I have already opened a Python window over here and created a file which is named as dict operator here. So see, as we have already seen in last slide, that dictionary is a key value pair that we use to perform to do operation in Python along with the data type. Okay, as we have already seen, but we'll see over here that how we can create a dictionary in Python and there are how many ways there are possibility that we can define a dictionary. Okay, so see, as a point of example, I want to explain you before I'm going to proceed or write a code. So take a scenario like that. A student are there, it having a multiple type of attribute that we know specifically which type of attribute exactly. I'm talking about the name, age, height, and their roll number. There might be skin tone. There might be any specific parameters that depends on the student's tutorial. Okay. So in that type of scenario, if I want or the specific student value to get stored in the proper manner, so there is a best choice that we can use a dictionary specifically. Why exactly? Let me just explain in the code right now with a practical type of approach over here. So I will define a student as a variable over here. And if I want to create a dictionary in Python, then I can use a curly braces. There is in concept that we have already seen in last slide, a key and value. So I will define a name as a key, and for that name, I will use Arnav as a value. Similarly, for the age, I want the age as a variable in the single double quotes or in the single quote. As in key, I want to put 25. And similarly, I want to put the roll number for the student as well. The roll number as an 45 or a 25. You can take it as your choice. Not like this. Just a sec. Like this. And certain more parameters that we can include it. Okay. So when we are using the curly braces in Python that with along with the key and values, then it exactly seems to be a data type as a dictionary in Python. Make note of it. There is one more data type that we have just seen in the previous videos, a set data type. There we also use a curly braces, right? We have seen it, but don't get confused in that curly braces. Only just curly braces don't make any sense to identify any data type in Python. If that data type, like specifically in difference between sets and the dictionary, a dictionary is a key value pair combination and it is mutable in nature. Whereas tuple is also a mutable data type, but specifically if you talk about this scenario, there is a huge difference. Not just we can compare on the curly braces among both data types over here. Okay, just make a note of it. So this is the way that we can define a dictionary in Python along with the key value pair. So you will be getting a question in your mind that how this is helpful for us. Okay, let me just clarify you that as well. Think of a scenario when you are dealing with a huge amount of data or a collection of data, and in that if data is stored in the key value pair supposed to be okay there, and you want to access certain type of values. Okay, like here I will take an example. As an example, think in the way that this is a large amount of data. As this is a short right now, but think in a mind as an approach point of view that this data is a huge amount and you want to access the names of that specific uh, person or a student. Okay, so how you can do it exactly? So this is the way that will help you to get the value quickly from the huge quantity of data. Student, the name of the dictionary, and the key, whatever you want to get it from the result. Like you want all the student name, then you can just use the single key, a name along with the dictionary. Then you will get the name of the specific persons, which is allocated to that name key. Here, name is the key which is allocated or assigned to the Arnav value. So that's why I get Arnav as an output. So it makes efficient way to access the element from the huge or collection of bundle type of data exactly. So this is the one way that I have like define over here to define a dictionary. There is one more way in Python that we can define a dictionary by using the dict function. How exactly? Let me show you that as well. So I will take student as the same over here, and then let me just comment out this previous code. Okay. Now the dict function will help us to create a dictionary in Python. Like name equals to something like now I will take the same name of the person. Age equals to that, suppose 36. Then the roll number equals to 28. Similarly, operation will be the same like we did over here. We can also do the same thing as well over here as well. For accessing the element or any operation that we want to perform can be approached in a similar manner that we do over here as well. Here also it will be the same. Just the difference is that we are using the dict function over here, and here we are using the curly braces along with the key and pair, or specifically here also the key and pair are there, but the writing of the way is little different over here. So if I save the code and write it, run it again, see I get the same output. So this is the basic overview that how we can define a dictionary, and what are the importance that we if we use specifically a dictionary data type in a scenario of a collection, huge amount of collection of data is there, and we want to access certain elements or certain specific data, then how we can access it we have already seen. So this is just an overview I have explained over here, like how we can define a dictionary, how to create a dictionary over here with the various types specifically. In the latter stage, we'll explain how we can perform multiple type of efficient operations or the Python using the dictionary data type too. Let's right now also see in dictionary how we are able to add the element or update the element if you want to do so. As the dictionary we have already seen, there is a mutable type of data type where we can easily add, update, and remove the operation we can easily perform. So how exactly we are allowed to perform, that we will see over here right now. So see, I will take this as an example, this student dictionary. So see over here, if I want to add a certain elements or certain key value pair inside this dictionary, so how can I do it exactly? Here we have already seen there are three keys right now. I want to add one more key, that specifically like for a student, I want to add email key and assign a specific value to that email. Okay, so how can I exactly do it? Via using this format like print, or not print exactly, the student variable, that is a dictionary variable, and I can use the email as in key in the square bracket, and for that email I will assign some values like test at the rate gmail.com. Okay, and then I will print that student as an output after getting updated, sorry, adding that element specifically. I'm going to print the updated dictionary and then the student. To get it identified more clearly, I will use this the same print statement above over here and change some the format of the text over here like the original text. So you'll get a better idea that earlier was it looked like this, and then after getting update it will look like this. So let me just run the code quickly. See over here. At the time of execution, the original dictionary is showing over here by this line. When we are getting updated with the new values, like the email and the specific value that is showing after the update over here. Okay, so this is how we can add a key value pair inside a dictionary if it is we want to add some elements to it. Okay, so there are certain way in the scenarios that you might come across that in the existing key value pair, there might be some case you want to update certain value specifically or a key specifically as well. So how you can do it exactly? There is also a way that we can do it easily by using the student dictionary as like the variable over here, the student dictionary, and whatever the keys that you want to update. Suppose I want to update the roll number over here, which is already a key in Python, sorry, key in a dictionary element. I want to update from 45 to 25. Then if I print the updated dictionary with, to get it identified with roll number, I will print it. So saving it the code and try to run the code again. See over here right now, the original dictionary we get it in the same manner. The updated will be including the email. Then after at last, then we use the updating the roll number from the existing dictionary. So see it updated with the 25 over here right now. So by this format, we can easily modify the existing dictionary elements, and by this way, we can easily add the elements that are not present in the current dictionary. So these are the basic overview on the things that we can perform for adding and the updating of our dictionary elements with the specific operations. There are certain more operations that we can perform or allowed to perform on the dictionary data type. We will see in the later stage right now as well. Let's right now see some of the more operations that we can also perform on the dictionary data type. So these are the four methods that we are also able to perform. One by one, I will explain them in practical approach as well. Let me just quickly take an example of this dictionary. We'll explain you after that. Okay, so over here. So see. So basically, if I talk about the keys, it is a function by default present in the dictionary. If I want to access all the keys from the dictionary, then I can use this function. How exactly? Like this: print, then student, the name of the dictionary, and the keys function. That will help me to get all the keys that are present in the dictionary specifically. If I try to run the code right now, see it print me the age, name, and roll number. Okay, so this is how we can get all the keys at once and easily access the dictionary. And then is one more ways in the similar manner if you want to access the values of a dictionaries too. So there is a way that we can do like this in the similar manner like we do for keys values. Also, and one function in dictionary that we can use it to get all the values from the dictionary. If I do like this and run the code, see I get all the values which are present in the dictionary. So as I want not just the keys and values in the separate manner, I want all the key value pairs. So there is a way that we can get it by using the item functions. So in a similar manner, I will use the student dictionary variable and write items over here. If I write items specifically, all the key value pair will get print for me like this format. So this is how we can use the keys, values, and items. There is one more function, is somewhat similar that we have already discussed, but in the different context we can use it exactly. So if I want to access the element like over here, I want to get our name. So earlier we are doing like this, reading student, the name, and here I can put the name in the square bracket within the single quotes. Okay, like I can also access the element from the dictionary by this way. But there is also one way that we can use the get keyword too. So this is how we can use the get keyword. Instead of putting a square brackets over here, you can put the round bracket and a get function like this. So that how also we can access the element if we want to access the element from the dictionary. See, the result is same over here. So these are the way that we can perform on the dictionary. Like if you want to access the keys, then we can use the keys function. If you want to access the values, then we can use the values function. If you want to both to get an output from the dictionary, then we can use the item function. And if you want to get the value specifically from the like a key specifically, then we can use the get function specifically. So these are all the things that we can easily perform on the dictionary via these methods. So friends, today we learn about the dictionary data type in Python in a practical way. And we also understand that how we can define it, how we can create it, and how we can define various type of operation along with it. So in the next video, we will be exploring more in detail depth about the nested data structure in Python and see how they exactly help in our writing Python code.
If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more Python tutorial. See you in the next video.